Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today Battlefield did a thing and I wanna talk about it. I wanna talk about what Battlefield did. So if you haven't heard already, Battlefield brought out a new mode. It's called Casual Breakthrough. Now this Casual Breakthrough mode is a bot mode. So it incorporates, I think it's 8 versus 8. As in each team has 8. No, I think each team's got 6. 6 real players, and then the rest of the game modes are filled with bots. Now, the gameplay you were seeing is this Casual Breakthrough mode. Now, I thought I would use it personally just to farm kills, right? And because I had a couple of AR challenges. One was get 50 kills aiming down sights with an assault rifle 50 meters away or more, and surprisingly it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. And I'm currently doing the LMG, get this the 300 suppression. Like, that is a fucking hard challenge, if I do say so myself. Like, I was surprised at how hard that is. The challenges in this game are very hard. I'm just putting it out there. But I wanted it kind of opened up the question of bots in general. Okay, because we know Fortnite has bots. Battlefield 6 has bots. Battlefield 6, I'll talk about it in a second. I think most games these days have bots. I think Fortnite, Call of Duty has a couple of bots, but they're the 3 that I play. They're the 3 that I upload. They're the 3 that I kind of care about. I don't really focus much on the external of that in the sense of gaming. But what I'm curious about, right, is at what point do bots start to ruin the game? So, for me, Fortnite, I'm going to start with Fortnite because the new season, the Simpsons season, just dropped. And it's taken me 5 days to get a recording that I'm happy with. 5 days. And I'm a bit pissed off because obviously a lot of players are in the game mode right now. Fortnite don't really need to populate it with too many bots. But the games are very sweaty. Okay, they're very, very sweaty. Now, Fortnite is a very sweaty game. Okay, it is a very competitive game. And Fortnite have created that, which is fine. I don't mind a sweaty competitive game. But it is not a casual game anymore. The thing is, it's advertised as a casual game. You got The Simpsons, you've got all these different collabs and superheroes. The game is fun. It's exciting. It comes across as a casual battle royale. But the second you press Q and the second you get into that bus, that all goes out the drain. Because it's not a casual game by any means of the word, right? And it's a very hard game. If you don't sit there and play the game and grind it, you're not going to have a good time, unfortunately. But Battlefield, on the other hand, creating a bot mode, like when Fortnite say they're removing bots, part of me gets a little bit annoyed, right? I don't mind if you have a mode. Like OG, that was fun, right? It had no skill-based matchmaking, had no bots. Getting a kill and getting a win actually meant something. But the problem is, as the game has grown and as the game has got more players, every game is hard. Okay, it's not like you can take a break. Battlefield, it's more, you've got less to worry about, right? Call of Duty, you've got less to worry about. I know you can play 0 builds in Fortnite, but I don't know if that changes. I've been trying to play it. I just somehow end up back at build mode because the fact that I can build a wall and protect me for that split second is good. But anyway, I think it's a different pace, right? With Call of Duty, you get a few kills. It's reaction based, okay? It's reaction based. It's not who has the better loot, okay? Because in Call of Duty and in Battlefield, I build a class that serves my skills to the best of my abilities. In Fortnite, I don't have that ability. In Fortnite, it is literally just how lucky did you get? What equipment have you picked up? And how aggressive can you be to another player? Okay? How much movement have you practiced? Okay? Whereas Battlefield, Call of Duty, if you can react fast enough, you can win most battles. So, excuse me. You can win most battles. So, as long as you can do that, right? As long as you can do that, then you can build your abilities around that. And I don't know. For me, it's very interesting to see the move that Battlefield went, because they were just complaining about a week prior that they're removing all the bot lobbies from that portal, that you get no XP, blah blah blah, and then they just go and add a bot lobby. Now, I don't mind it, okay? It's not the worst game mode in the world. Don't get me wrong, okay? It's not a horrible game mode. It's just, I think it was bad timing because they had just gone out and said, we don't want bots in the game. So, I think it was timing. But also, I think it was... I just don't know if FPS shooters like Call of Duty, Battlefield, I don't know if they need bots. I want to know that I'm better than somebody else, okay? And again, it's not a battle royale, right? These are first-person shooters. They're tactical, they're reaction-based, and you have full control over everything, okay? You've got full control of your loadout, where you are, where you're positioned. I mean, positioning and stuff like that, yes, I guess you can do that in Fortnite and battle royales, but it's just not the same. And I think if moving forward, I just think people need to sort of have an identity to their game. I just don't think these games have a proper identity. They want to make everybody happy, and that part of making everybody happy puts these games in really different, weird positions where they aren't a good game, and they aren't a casual game, and they aren't a competitive game. See, Battlefield doesn't have any competitive aspect to it, right? It is for the casual players. So if there was a game that was to have bots, fair enough, right? I get it. Battlefield doesn't have any esports or anything like that. People who play it because they want to play a sandbox shooter that is tactical and realistic. Call of Duty, arcade, spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die. As an esports, but I think the people who play competitively in Call of Duty sort of do stay in their lane, right? And the casual game modes like your TDM, your domination, all in the public matchmaking lobbies, yeah, you'll get the occasional one go through, but majority of them are filled with normal players just casually having fun. Your dads and your teenagers getting home from school just enjoy playing games with their friends, and they hop in and they play, right? Fortnite has somehow turned into a cesspool of rage, sweat, and not fun. And I say that from a perspective that the start of any season is horrible, and you only get that in Fortnite. You don't get it in any other game mode. You only get it in Fortnite, where the start of the season for about the first week or two, the game for a casual player is not fun at all. It's zero fun. I have not been able to enjoy the Simpsons season, look for weapons, try and do this, I have not had any fun whatsoever, because the start of the seasons are just filled with sweaty nerds. And I hate it. Because I know in a week or two that those sweaty nerds will move on and they will either get put in their skill-based matchmaking lobbies or whatever. But the thing is, that person is going to get moved up the ranks in the skill-based matchmaking, right? But that person was good the previous season. They're good now, and they'll be good in a month. So why the fuck do we need to have them put in at the beginning with everybody so that the casual player like me who just wants to hop on, have a bit of a fun, look at the map, play with the different guns, and just enjoy it, have to go against these people? It makes no sense. So, I don't know. I think bots serve a purpose, and you can't really break up the player base too much by having too many different lobbies or game modes. But games like Call of Duty Battlefield, they don't really need bots, right? It's a first-person shooter. The person needs to improve. A lot of it is reaction-based and how good you can aim, okay? When it comes to Battle Royales, they're a completely different game set. They're a completely different mindset. You have to focus on completely different things. And the gameplay is, the way the game flows is different. You have to worry about storm, positioning, weapon, loot, meds, right? And you have all these things to worry about that if you also have to worry about sweating and just being super competitive, ruins the fun in the game. But in saying that, I don't mind, like, if I want to go against all people and I want to feel good and I want to get that, like, I'm going to sit here for hours and grind so I can win, go play, like, ranked. Ranked is there. Ranked is a very good, beautiful game mode, okay? Same with Battlefield. If they do decide to add that, create a ranked mode, which is all people, right? And then have your lobbies. I don't care if it's 50-50, right? But split them up and just make it known that this lobby has bots. It is easier. We're going to match you with people at your skill level, and we're going to incorporate bots. If you don't want bots, go play ranked. It is strictly skill-based matchmaking, and it is all 100% players. So you will verse people that are much better than you, and you will verse people that are much shitter than you. But the whole idea is that you're going there to improve your abilities. My abilities are done. My abilities are getting worse because I'm getting older and I'm getting slower. Okay? That's my abilities aren't going to get any better, right? I might be able to improve little bits and pieces here, but I'm not 15 or 16 anymore where I've got a good 10 years ahead of me where my body is just at the prime it can be. Everything is quick, everything is fast, and you can react like no tomorrow, right? I'm not there. So I need to accept that bots for me are fun because I don't want the bots to be completely fucking stupid, but the bots are more enjoyable mixed with people at my skill level. Okay, if I wanted to go play against nerds, I will go play ranked. That's what I do. That's what it should be. That's how it should be set up. And I think if game companies just do that and come out and say, public is with bots, not public, ranked is for humans. Pick your poison. If you don't like it, go play the other mode. It's not that hard. Both the modes can be the same. Identical. 100% players, 100% it's going to have bots filled. Skill-based matchmaking, but tuned better for lower players. Skill-based matchmaking, you don't even need skill-based matchmaking. Both should be connection, but both should have a skill-based to it. But ranked is just all people. I don't know. I'm not a game developer, but that's just what I think. So, guys, leave the video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!